My name is Bruce Scherf. I'm the Chief Technology Officer at INDIGO Biosciences. During this short tutorial, I'd like to describe for you just how easy it is to use INDIGO's cell-based nuclear receptor assays. All of INDIGO's assays are shipped on dry ice. They come complete with detailed technical manuals and a protocol quick guide. When you unpack them, you can put them directly into a -80 freezer for later use when it's convenient. On the first day that you want to perform the assay, you retrieve the kit from the -80 freezer and unpack it. Everything that you need to perform this assay is included in the kit, all of the reagents. What you'll need to provide are a cell culture hood, a cell culture incubator, and a plate reading luminometer. The kit provides a cell culture ready assay plate, positive control ligand, and the medias that are required for diluting your test compounds and reconstituting the reporter cells, of course, as well as the reporter cells. The reporter cells should be put directly onto dry ice, and they need to remain frozen until immediately prior to use. The compound screening media, CSM, and cell recovery media, CRM, should be thawed. You can use a water bath for this if you prefer. The CRM1, the cell recovery media, needs to be equilibrated to 37 degrees, so that should be put into a 37-degree water bath. In the next step of the procedure, compound screening media will be used to generate the dilutions of your test compounds. You want to devise a 2x concentration of your test compounds because, as you see later on in the procedure, you're going to be adding a volume of this to an equal volume of your reporter cells so that the final concentration in the assay will be 1x, the desired 1x concentrations. You'll transfer the cell recovery media out of the 37-degree water bath and take it to the cell culture hood. And because we want to maintain aseptic technique throughout this entire procedure on day one, you'll want to sanitize the outside of the tubes. Once the cell recovery media, the CRM, is equilibrated to 37 degrees, you'll use that to thaw your reporter cells. It's important to do a rapid thaw of the reporter cells, so you take them out of the dry ice and you'll transfer the CRM directly into the tube of frozen reporter cells. You'll then want to put that into a 37-degree water bath, again, to make sure that you have attained a 37-degree temperature before you go forward. After the reporter cells have been in the water bath, 37-degree water bath, for about 3 minutes, you'll want to retrieve them, take the mixture back to the cell culture hood, sanitize the outside, and you'll want to prepare to dispense them into the assay plate. We recommend that you use an 8-channel multi-dispense pipette and a sterile media basin. In this tutorial, we're using a 96-well format assay. INDIGO also provides assays in 384-well format and also a 3x32 format for people who have just a few compounds to test. From the media basin, you use the multi-channel pipette to dispense 100 microliter volumes evenly across all 96 wells of the plate. In the next step, you'll use your previously prepared dilutions of test compounds and dispense them into the assay plate, combining them with the reporter cells. You'll dispense 100 microliters of your 2x concentrated test compounds into the wells containing 100 microliters of reporter cells. Transfer the assay plate into a cell culture rated incubator. It should be at 37 degrees with 5% CO2, and it should be well humidified. The assay plate will incubate for 22 to 24 hours. On the following day, you'll want to do some advanced preparation before picking up the assay. First of all, you'll want to retrieve the detection solutions, detection solution 1 and 2, from either the freezer or the refrigerator, and equilibrate them to room temperature. You can use a water bath for this if you prefer, a room temperature water bath. Secondly, you'll want to turn on your luminometer. It's always a good idea to give your luminometer about 15 to 20 minutes of warm-up time before actually running the assay. This gives the instrument time for the PMT to settle. Once the detection solutions are at room temperature, you'll want to combine the entire volume of detection solution 1 with the entire volume of detection solution 2. And you can do this simply by pouring it over. A pipette transfer isn't necessary. Cap the tube and make sure that the final solution that you prepare, the luciferase detection solution, or LDR, is thoroughly mixed. Then transfer that solution into a media basin. Once the luciferase detection reagent has been prepared, go to the incubator and retrieve the assay plate. Discard the contents of the assay plate into an appropriate waste bin. This is easily accomplished by simply a twist of the wrist, a downward motion, and then tapping gently to clear any residual fluid. In the next step, you'll want to add the luciferase detection reagent into the wells. You'll transfer 100 microliters per well of the luciferase detection reagent into the assay plate. Return the lid to the assay plate and allow the plate to rest for 15 minutes. Shaking the plate is not advised. After 15 minutes, the next step is to quantify the luminescence from the assay plate. Take the plate to the luminometer. In this particular instance, we're using the Glomax Multi-Plus luminometer offered by Promega Corporation. We have pre-programmed this luminometer to give a 5-second plate shake, and we are reading each well for half a second each. The total read time on the plate will be about 50 seconds. It's very quick. Once done, retrieve the assay plate from the luminometer, and it can be discarded. The data can be transferred to a convenient computer for data analysis. In this particular example, we're showing an agonist dose response. And that's all there is to it. If you have any questions, please visit our website for more information. Don't hesitate to call us or contact us by email. Thanks for your attention.